Hey guys, welcome back to MaxCast, Dawn of War Unification. Today I have another 1 vs 1 view, again on Meeting of Minds. It really seems there is only one map actually. On the left side playing his main Chaos Marines we have DANTIST. Right side playing the Blood Angels we have Balter Roshan. This time I pronounced it correctly. And we have Armory opener on both sides. So this is Cultist with grenade launchers, and I like what he does, building 2 buildings with 2 builders, not power building the grenade launchers. There's not like immediately units in your base on Meeting of Minds, very large map, all things considered. Going for 5 cultists, which is I think the number. Not getting a second generator yet. Sometimes you see this with second generator. On the other side we have, as I said, also a armory opener, and also he built it separately, going for grenades. Very importantly, the scouts for the Blood Angels do have the ability to throw grenades, and of course they can get these very potent shotguns, which also cost you quite a lot of resources, of course. But yeah, very, let's say, economy focused opener. We have 4 scouts for Balter. Balter said himself that he really likes scouts. Yeah, he goes for the limit of 5. So this is going to be a lot of scouts and a lot of cultists. 5 cultists against 5 scouts. The difference is, yeah, the scouts only cost you 1 population. The cultists cost you 2, but are, on the other hand, unlimited in the number of squads if you have enough pop cap. You have also a squad size of up to 10. And when you look at the scouts, it's up to 4. With the sergeant, of course, a bit more. And yeah, is this a shotgun somewhere? No, no shotgun yet. And no shotgun being built. So these scouts will roll around quite a bit. Here comes the shotgun. Yeah, here comes the shotgun getting close. Throwing a grenade as well. So these are some dead cultists. Very fast, especially if you go into melee. More cultists, however, trying to support their brothers, their friends, whatever Chaos has in those terms. More shotguns coming in. Yeah, so this is, if you upgrade these points, however, this is a point where you can fall back to, and he really does so. We have here, playing against each other, the quote from Balter over here: the best Chaos Marine player in the world, and DANTIST over here, and Balter, who's one who is around also for quite some time over here. Seem to be fall in love with Unification and putting up a lot of valuable feedback, and also in a good manner, which I like the most, to be honest. Not only is the feedback good, he has also seemed to have some good mannerisms. Yeah, the shotgun scouts reign supreme for now, but yeah, he has a lot of upgraded points now where he can fall back to, and if they get close here, they get shot down and also will roll on the ground because of the grenade launchers. So interestingly, he just walks in. Another grenade. Wow, this was a nice grenade, and now they come in and the shotgun will peel off all these models. This is the last squad DANTIST has, and it dies. He's not going to tier 2. He has not the resources yet. He, however, I don't know, has a lot of upgraded points now. He will have the resources momentarily, I guess. Tier 2, however, a third way done. Has still 4 scouts, even some squads only with 1 model though. Doesn't matter in the end, you still can capture with 1 model. Some more generators being added for Balter over there, for DANTIST. There's a bit of a slower tech up because of the losses he has taken, but he will be able to click the tier 2 button momentarily. This generator, after all, seems to be unnecessary, depending on if he wants to upgrade another point or not. I would assume he clicks the tier 2 button now. This point is now finished, will be, yeah, so he now can even upgrade this and then click tier 2 or even both. As I said, these upgraded points are your savior against these kind of aggressive scout openers. Very aggressive and very dangerous. You see here all the dead models. Tier 2 is finished now, so the question is now, what does Balter do? He has not a lot of power. His tier up was very quick, but he does not have the resources, so maybe it was a bit too quick after all. So the question, as always, is what is your tech up timing? Do you have the resources to sustain your troops, your strategy, and if you have enough resources to do something in tier 2? Okay, he is economy focused even more now that he gets these big generator after all, order getting plasma pistols as well, so he gets some sergeants, I guess. So he added a... don't they need a barracks? Doesn't look like it. Scouts for Dark Angels require a barracks, I know that for a fact. And he could also get the scout infiltration, I guess. Very expensive upgrade, but imagine scouts with plasma pistol sergeants and being infiltrated. Very dangerous. And shotguns, of course, if they need to. We have now a machine bastion, so we will see some vehicles after all. Tier 2 is finished for Dantist as well. He's adding immediately a turret. Okay, he thinks, as he's a bit behind in tech, that there could be a fast vehicle. And he seems to be right. The thermoplasma generator is now finished, and yeah, the scouts again going absolutely mad against these cultists. Cultists, however, this time fighting a bit better as there aren't a lot of shotguns. There are some sergeants, however, and grenades, of course. But yeah, he's probably upgrading this turret. That's what I would assume. More another generator here. I assume this is for upgrading. Now the scout infiltration is done. 150 requisition, 150 power. Very expensive upgrade, very potent, however. You don't have the benefit of having like scouts with sniper rifles here, but still. The turret over here will pay very well now that it adds detection, so the turret and the listening post can fire. Listening post barely out of range, actually. Now they move a bit closer, so it can maybe fire. If you manually click it, I think it could fire. What do we have here? We have a Hell Talon. We have seen that before. And no vehicles. Oh, ho ho ho. Quick tier 3 it is. And only Assault Rhino to buy some time. Okay. We all know and love the very potent tier 3 Blood Angels have to offer. We have seen it quite a lot from Aber's Earth. But he likes to play some Landspeeder Tempest server. In comes now a Hell Talon killing the builder over here, and now going over here to kill this plasma generator. We have a sorcerer. That's some detection, I guess, against these scouts. It would be otherwise be infiltrated. And now even getting a sacrificial circle. You could use it for just horrors, or you could use it for commander upgrades. In this circumstance, I would assume it's horrors. Warpsmith even coming now in, wanting to repair Hell Talon and I guess replace this thermoplasma generator with one of their own, maybe? The 3 now finished. We have also now the smoke launcher finished. And now the question with tier 3, what does he go for? Vehicle cap increase, so it looks like he wants to get some predators out. One assault rhino will die, the second assault rhino will die eventually as well. Horrors, I guess, being added, yes. Vehicle cap increase also for some more Hell Talons over here. There's only one, I guess. Hell Talons, I think, cost you 3 population, and you get 3 from having the machine pit. So if you want to have more Hell Talons, you need to have the upgrade. The Warpsmith is getting really low, dying actually. Oh, this is an expensive kill for just being a assault rhino over here. But the assault rhino will go down. Here's also standing over here. Horrors doing what they can do best. Killing enemy vehicles or economy, and I really like that one over here. These scouts over here still standing here. A Volta turret in a very good position, as I said. Cancelling whatever he has built for another Warpsmith into vehicle cap increase. Warpsmith is really good in repairing. His building rate is the same as any other builder, but I think he repairs a bit better. Predator now finished. Later on the Predator, as he was missing the resources and or the caps, I assume. But yeah, that comes with the twin-linked autocannon at the top and the heavy bolters at the side. Twin-linked for the cannon will stay the same. Okay, we have now Death Company Rhino. So will he wants to? Does he want to summon in some Death Company? It looks like. And there it goes. Really liking those guys. So we did go for the might of Sanguinius, not the wings. And those guys just going in, and you lose control of them. So you need to queue up your reinforcements before you send them in. Oh, Chains of Torment. So they cannot go into melee. Very nice. Even now adding the Chaplain Lemartis for some more health regeneration. We have the Icon Bearer of Nurgle. So we could see some Nurgle worship by the cultists, if there are any. We've seen that in the past, that the Nurgle worship even is healing their vehicles. Predator standing here, eating a lot of shots from all the different sources over here. Chaos Predator, 3 Hell Talents, the Horrors all died. Now comes in the Death Company, and there's a big fire explosion. The cult is now doing some Nurgle worship, but being chopped up in the meantime by the Death Company. Can they reinforce in the meantime? It doesn't look like it. And they will all die. Yes. So worship as much as you want. Okay, the worship will stay there for a second. In the Death Company chucking their swords against this Warpsmith, poor guy. And in comes now, this is a Sonic Predator, so this would be very good against these Death Company, which are now consisting more or less about Lemartis and one model, I guess. Lemartis standing here, coming in. He has also an ability, I think, to give you back control for a certain amount of time, even in combat. More worship over here, keeping your units alive. Really like the worship. There's not a lot of players using the worship. And I think I only saw DANTIST so far using this worship. These guys now running away, they can be reinforced. Another Predator being added over here. The Sonic Predator lays eyes on it, as are these Horrors. So this doesn't look good for Baltair, I have to say. He is now adding some Terminators, Assault Terminators even, but he needs to get back his Predator. He will not stay alive against all this anti-vehicle fire over here, and he's moving back. There's nothing like a rear armored shot. He has now used the smoke launchers, the Predators for the Blood Angels also have the smoke launchers, buying some more time, but not enough. Not enough after all. Death Company coming back, and even a heavy bolter turret over here. He never built a thermoplasma generator, but he's starting to get tier 3 at least. He's fighting tier 2 all the time against tier 3 right now, but he can do so. Looks like Terminators now coming in. They want to get a piece of these Horrors, I guess. They can they get Thunderhammers? They can get Thunderhammers, so they could then also be very good against these Predators. These are your Predators. Duh. The enemy Predator. This is an enemy Predator. It's red Chaos Marines versus red Loyalist Marines, so sorry, got mixed up a bit. The Warpsmith is still alive, running next to these guys and shooting a bit. He should also regenerate quite good against with this Nurgle worship over here. Icon Bearer of Nurgle is also here, increasing the regeneration further. These are some guy floating. This poor cultist, he get chucked away. Okay, so these Death Company have now 7 models. They can get up to 11, so these are big squads indeed. Where are the Terminators? They're over here. Are there more Terminators on the way? Ranged Terminators. I dare to say it. There are some Hell Talents doing economy damage, as they really like to do even in the vanilla game. And now the Death Company over here reached this listening post. Wow, this Chaos Predator with the what shall I call it? The Sonic add-on is doing quite some work. What is standing here? Infiltrated cultists. Okay, we have now infiltrated cultists against infiltrated scouts, but I do not think there are any scouts anymore, so we stay on Dantist's side. Another Predator bites the dust, killed by Horrors and Hell Talents. I think one Hell Talent, died in the midst over here. Chaos Sorcerer has been forgotten a bit. Okay, it's now being remembered. Even the Chaos upgrade, not sure for what that is. You would need a Chaos Lord. I think he wants to get a Chaos Lord. Does he have an... He doesn't have a Possessed Conduit yet. I thought he wanted to get a Chaos Hold. Okay, we had even taken hold for Dantist. He was a tier behind, fighting tier 3 stuff with tier 2 stuff, and even managed to get the taken hold being started to tick for him. So this is some amazing stuff. I think, yeah. Whoa. Look at the regeneration. Do not need to repair. It doesn't cost you resources. You're just standing here. You can also repair it as well, so you have even more stuff. Now comes in the possess. So tier 3 is now reached for chaos. Their most important tier, I dare to say. You have possessed, you have obliterators, you have mutilators, you have terminators, you have chosen. You have a lot of stuff going for you. You have also the demon engines with the warpsmith, the desecrator it's called. So a lot of stuff you have now been granted access to, especially now with the demon pit. I think we should see some obliterators very shortly. pesky cultists over here. Do they want to get the decap? Is there some? There's some detection. What is detecting actually? Ah, a skull probe. Good old skull probe never fails to be annoying if you're an opponent. Even are infiltrated, because why not? Cultists absolutely getting minced away. A full squad of Death Company over here. Look at those guys with Lemartes in the middle. Very nice, very nice. No other commanders yet, however. No Mephisto or what is it called again? Yeah, you know these guys. Cabulio, all this stuff. In comes. These look purple. Are they chaos? I don't think they are chaos. What is in here? Oh, are they possessed by something? No, these are the possessed in the midst, right? I'm completely honest with you guys. I have no idea what just happened. I think it was the possessed that came in and absolutely got killed. Balter's predators on this side, Chaos Predator over here. We have now seen the obliterators that have been built. You see now the demon engine, the decimator coming in as well. Not sure if he wants to go into melee. A lot of people like to use it in melee, but no, for now he stands here doing his little dance and shooting. The decimator is a very rhythmic machine. Really likes to dance and doing some stuff. What is over here? Obliterators. So he did get mutilators and now get obliterators. There comes in the Thorn Princess. Yolanda is joining the field. She is tier 3 now and was deserving it, I guess, for a long time, as she's pretty potent. So here we have now some Nurgle cultists with the Icon Bearer of Nurgle being followed by these Death Company. Over here is now a Dreadnought. This is default loadout, adding some beef over here. In comes Yolanda. 2 squads of assault. No, this is a regular Terminators. Yeah, regular Terminators, assault Terminators. Now getting also the thermal plasma generator back. Let's see if these mutilators or obliterators will get called in somewhere. I'm really looking forward to see these tier 3 units fighting against each other. Obliterators not being reinforced before they come in, and that's why they get a lot of damage dealt to them. Normally they could fare kinda against this Predator. Now going for the decap as well. The economy, I never looked at the economy. It's almost 160 against 93 and 120 against 78. So we have a big economy advantage for our friend Dantist over here, even though he never got the thermal plasma generators, which I find very good, very impressive. Vindicator doing a big shot over here. The damage against these Terminators is okay-ish, but knockback is the big thing. But you can not knock back if you teleport. And yeah, again the fight. Oh, he did not get the thermal plasma generator. It's kind of sad because of the Death Company coming in and trying to get into melee against these obliterators. Obliterators, apart being of their very frightening presence or models, they are not really liking melee combat. You would need to get mutilators for the job, or Chains of Torment. But I think the obliterators all died already. Chains of Torment, excellent tool, of course, against a melee only squad as the Death Company is. Chaos Vindicator will not get out of here alive. The Demon Engine in the back running away from 2 Predators. So this again now shows, seems to favor again Baltair now. He was on the back foot for a bit, but now has also the big economy advantage. You have the Iconoclast Zealots over here, the Thorn Princess doing some stuff in the backlines, but she cannot engage this big blob over here. A very deadly blob. Decimator needs to run away. Nurgle worship being done for a few seconds before they all died. And I do not see how he will hold this. There are now some another obliterators on the way. Tier 4 almost finished, but what are you going to do in tier 4? It's not like you magically get some units just because you're tier 4. I think this was maybe too bold of a move. Maybe some more units, I guess, in tier 3 would have been the better call. But yeah, hindsight 2020, these are some beefy units. Even comes now this Dreadnought with a multi-melter, even adding some more anti-vehicle power over here. Even now getting the orbital bombardment from Captain Tycho. He's in the mix. Tier 4 is finished now, but what does he want to go? A Helldrake. Okay, it's a very good anti-infantry tool. And I guess infantry is kind of what he struggles against. He has some horrors and stuff against his predators and whatnot, but yeah, will the Helldrake get out in time is the question. We have a Vindicator here. Yeah, these are assault rhinos, they're fighting some obliterators. Obliterators, as I said, do not really want to get into melee. Even the veteran with the multi-melter decides that using his little fist over here is better than using his ranged weapon against his obliterators, and he's absolutely right. Predators now firing at the infrastructure where Helldrake is on the field. Helldrake, as I said, very good against infantry, should make short work of these terminators. Look at the damage. These flamers, absolutely amazing. Killing 2 models, almost 3 models in a few seconds. Now can start to attack, of course, this Death Company, which is, as the name suggests, almost dead. But yeah, okay. Helldrake now trying to go over here. Not sure. He's not the best against vehicles. These light armored vehicles, of course, but he would have been served best against this Death Company over here. What is he going as well? Another Chaos Predator, but I think it will go down before the Predators out. And this should be then the final nail in the coffin for our friend DANTIST over here, getting absolutely, I don't know, this is the wrong word, what I wanted to say, had issues in tier 1 against these scouts with shotguns, as many people do, and never completely recovered from it. Had a good fight actually against with tier 2 against the tier 3 of Baltair, where was very impressive what he did. Tier 3 then, and a bit too fast tier 4, I guess. Helldrake is still alive over here, dealing some damage. Not sure what is firing against all these guys over here. Wow. All standing here, and there's Kobulio. I was complaining that there are no guys on the field. There's Captain Tycho, there's Kobulio, there's Chaplain Lamata, so we have 3 very potent commanders in the end. Wow, what a nice game. It was sent in by Baltair, if I haven't said it already. And yeah, as I said in the last cast as well, I need your help, guys, to get some replays going. I'm not sure if this old website where the replays, you could download the replays, is working or not. For now, I'm more or less casting what you sent to me, so keep them coming. And yeah, before I'm getting too drawn away, as usual, guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!